50 to 70% of men are growing literal titties, okay? That means there is a probable and statistical chance that if you get up, take off your shirt, and go look in the mirror right now, you will have the beginnings of the growth of a boob, bro. Now, this isn't true for me, okay? In that thumbnail, I was slouching. As you can see, I'm incredibly jacked. But this is the truth for a lot of men, okay? Gynecomastia is a condition in which your pectoral muscles are literally turning into fucking boobs, like women boobs. Like not, oh, they're just getting fat, okay? I'll throw up the picture between fat and gyno, but like you're growing tits, bro. I want to put this through your mind. You are growing tits, okay? Now, why do you think this is happening? Testosterone has been going down exponentially over the past century, all right? First, it started with 1% a year, you know? And then in the past, I don't know, 30 to 40 years, it's been more like 2 to 3, okay? So my prediction personally, it's going to be more like 8 to 12 in the next decade, but that's just a theory. So testosterone is going down and our exposures to xenoestrogens is going up. So what the fuck does this all mean? Well, testosterone is the male hormone that determines all your male features, right? Your fucking balls, your muscle growth, your facial structure, your bone mass. All of this is determined by testosterone, okay? That's why men look like men and women look like women. But because of this recent decline, not so recent, I guess it's been a century, but human-wise it has been pretty recent. Because of this recent decline of testosterone, men are no longer looking like men. This is why if you look at a picture of like a 16-year-old from, I don't know, 200 years ago and a 16-year-old now, one looks like a fucking girl and one looks like he could beat your dad up, okay? Now, I also mentioned estrogens, okay? Estrogen is the female hormone. Now, both men and women have estrogen and testosterone, okay? It's just men have a lot more testosterone and women have a lot more estrogen. They both have them, but it's like the defining characteristics of each. Now, estrogen will cause you to have female attributes. It causes you to store more fat in different areas, like your ass or your fucking boobs. It causes you to be more emotional. It gives you less bone mass, all right? Now, I wanna make this clear. Estrogen isn't inherently bad, but it is bad if you're a man and you have too much of it, okay? And pretty much in the world today, men and women actually are constantly getting bombarded by xenoestrogens, which are man-made estrogens, okay? Things like plastics and phthalates drastically increase your estrogens in an unhealthy way, okay? So this leads it back to the beginning. Men are growing titties because we are constantly getting exposed to these phthalates and plastics in our modern day-to-day life, okay? And it's not just plastics, it's also like processed foods and fluoride in our water, okay? All these things lower your testosterone and happen to increase your estrogen. I wanna tell you about this study that was done a couple years ago. I think it was in Japan or something, but so pretty much these scientists took 2 fish tanks, right? In one of the tanks, they put normal water and filtered it, and they put a generation of fish in one, all right? And in the other, it was exactly the same, you know, filtered water, generation of fish, same type of fish, same amount of fish, and, you know, all the variables were controlled. The only thing that changed is in the second tank, they put a very high concentration of estrogenic chemicals in the tank. Okay. Now, what do you think happened when the first generation had babies? Not much. Nothing much changed. But what was interesting is the second generation, about 50% of the fish were infertile. What do you think happened to the next generation? About 50% of that generation were infertile. So we're seeing this exponential decline of 100% fertility, 50%, then even more, 50% of that 50%, then 50% of that 50%. So hopefully that kind of gets across to you that estrogens are bad and they're causing you to not be able to have fucking kids, okay? Now in the fish study, the estrogens were around the eggs of the fish and the eggs' reproduction systems, right? Now to relate this to humans, what do you think would happen, hypothetically, if there was a synthetic material constantly touching your balls all day? Maybe something like non-cotton underwear. Maybe we shouldn't be wearing these synthetic materials that are literally leaking estrogen into our fucking ball sacks, okay? The very things that produce the testosterone, okay? This is not that hard to get through your minds, guys. Testosterone is going down because we are doing untestosterone-friendly things by putting estrogens into our life that we could easily take out, okay? This is an easy fix. Now, like I said with the fish, every generation became half as fertile, okay? 7 generations later, there's no fish left, okay? What do you think happens to humans, dude? It's the same shit, Okay, it's just a little slower. I said in the beginning, a century ago, we had high testosterone, right? 2,000 nanograms per deciliter. Fucking 40,000 years ago, we probably had 100,000 nanograms per deciliter. But it's gonna go down because society evolves. But anyways, if 100 years ago we had X amount of testosterone, and then 60 years later we have 60% less, and then 40 years later we have 80% less, do you see what I'm getting at here? We're becoming the fucking fish, dude. We're losing our fertility. We're losing our sperm quality. We're gonna die as a population, okay? This is not some crazy theory. Fucking Elon Musk, Bill Gates, they're all talking about this, okay? Everyone's talking about the world is becoming too populated. It's not true, okay? The world's unpopulated. There's a fertility crisis, okay? Men are not able to have kids, okay? There are thousands of dudes every fucking month that need to get their wife into a semen clinic because they can't fucking ejaculate themselves. It's stupid. If you want to have kids, you have to take this seriously. Now, how do we fix this? Well, I will say right now, it's kind of unfortunate because literally everything in our daily lives is estrogen. Let me fucking show you, dude. This chair, plastic, estrogen. This punching bag, estrogen. The fucking air probably has estrogen in it. This water, if it was in a plastic container, has estrogen, okay? This wall, estrogenic paint, all right? It's pretty much all fucked, all right? But there is some hope because there are things that affect you more than others. For example, my pencil sharpener right here. Yes, it's made out of plastic. I touch it probably once a month, all right? But something like my water bottle, I've replaced with metal because I touch it and use it every day to store my water, okay? There's certain things that you can eliminate that will have a bigger effect and will actually give you the benefit instead of going all crazy about all this. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna go out throughout my entire house and eliminate all the plastic because that's just not viable, okay? Instead, what I did is throw out all my synthetic underwear, okay? The things that are directly causing the problem, you replace, okay, with natural ingredients like cotton underwear. The water bottle, it's not plastic. Your water isn't sitting in plastic all day, especially in the hot sun, okay? Another thing is your food. You don't store it in plastic containers and then heat it up in the microwave. It's just fucking stupid, okay? You use the 80-20 principle and you get rid of the things that affect you the most and give you the most bang for your buck, or else you're gonna go insane with this shit. And of course, the end goal is, building a house somewhere in the fucking wilderness that hasn't been touched by estrogenic fertilizers. But honestly, that takes millions of dollars. So right now, we're just gonna be doing the shit that we can do right now. So the way you should look at this is, what can I do right now that I can stay consistent with for the rest of your life? My personal recommendations is, first, replace your fucking underwear, okay? Just fucking go on Amazon, pick up a pack of 20 cotton underwear, and you don't have to worry about your balls literally sitting in plastic throughout the day, okay? It's a quick fix, all right? The second thing is get a metal water bottle, all right? Common sense. Why would you put your water in plastic, okay? It would be leaking into it. Honestly, I was gonna say a third thing, but honestly, just get those two done, you'll get like 50% of the benefits, all right? Replace your fucking water bottle, replace your underwear. Remember, this isn't some theory I'm thinking of because I read some online article or some shit, okay? This is real shit. Humans as a race will fucking die if we don't take this seriously. You probably won't have kids if we don't take this seriously. Remember, 1 in 5 men are infertile or have some sort of sperm defect. There's 4 dudes in my family. We're not infertile. You probably are, though. That's 1 in 5. That's not like a low, some shit you don't have to worry about. That's 20%, okay? That's a pretty big fucking number. If I told you there's a 1 in 5 chance of you dying tomorrow, you wouldn't just be like, never gonna happen, right? So take this shit seriously, all right? That's all. Thanks for watching.